Hey guys, Jack Jones here. Let me ask you a question. Do you wish you had more peace of mind? Do you have thoughts that are intrusive? Thoughts about anger or fear or depression or sadness that you just can't seem to get off of your mind? And wouldn't it be nice just to have total peace, to not have those thoughts constantly on your mind every day? And that's what we're going to talk about in this video, how to gain peace of mind, how to control your thoughts. And with that said, first of all, you need to get rid of this notion that you can control your thoughts. So what happens if I push against you? If you put your hands out and I push against you, what would you naturally do, right? You would naturally brace yourself and you would naturally push back against me. And that exact same principle applies to your thoughts as well. If you're trying to push your thoughts away, it's only going to make those thoughts push back and be stronger. And a really good example is if you have a song stuck in your mind and you're trying to push that song out, but what happens? It gets stronger and stronger, and no matter how hard you try, you can't get that song out of your head. And what you find is when you finally stop thinking about it, a few hours later you realize, oh hey, that song is out of my head. And this is exactly how your mind works. Trying to push and control your thoughts is a futile effort. So there's a really great comic on Zen Pencils. It's an old Indian man with his granddaughter, and the Indian man tells his granddaughter, we have a battle going on between us, between a wolf of darkness and a wolf of light, and they're constantly in battle. And his granddaughter asks him, well, which wolf is going to win? And the old wise Indian man replies, whichever wolf that you feed. And it's by applying this concept that you can truly gain mastery over your thoughts, okay? So you can't push them out, you can't control them. What you need to realize is that the thoughts that you feed are the thoughts that will become more and more prevalent in your mind. You need to feed those good thoughts, those positive thoughts. You need to feed that white wolf, those thoughts of compassion and empathy and kindness and forgiveness. Those are the thoughts that you need to feed. And when you become aware of the negative thoughts, you need to just let them go, because thoughts, they come, they arise, and they leave on their own. So if you have a thought of anger or jealousy or anything negative, just recognize it for what it is, and then recognize that if you just leave it alone and you don't feed that thought, then it's going to very quickly fade away on its own. So as a human being, you will never eliminate those negative thoughts. That's part of being human. Even the Buddha would have thoughts of anger and lust and greed, and he understood that it wasn't about eliminating those thoughts. It was simply about recognizing those thoughts, not acting on those thoughts, and not feeding those thoughts. Then what you really need is mindfulness. You need to be mindful of all of your thoughts that are coming up so you can see when there is anger or when there is jealousy or when there is hatred or anything negative, and you can see it for what it is, and then you can have discipline over yourself so that you don't feed those thoughts. Because how many times does someone spark your anger? Say you're driving down the road and someone pulls in front of you and it sparks anger. So when that anger is sparked, you have two choices. You can go down and feed that anger. You can say, oh, this guy's an idiot. He almost killed me. What's he doing on the road? And you spiral and you build that anger and you build it up, build it up, build it up. Or you can recognize that the anger is arising and recognize that you don't need to feed that anger, and instead you can choose to feed the positive thoughts of compassion and empathy. And maybe you can put yourself in the other driver's shoes and say, well, it's probably he just didn't notice I was there. Maybe he's in a really in a rush. Maybe he has a lot of things going on in his life, and I need to have compassion for him, because in the end, as human beings, we're all going for the same things. We're trying to find peace and happiness in life. I want to end this video on this point. Our thoughts lead into our feelings, which lead into our actions, which lead into the results that we get from life. So if you want to change your life, you need to change your thoughts. And that idea is so exciting to me, because we can absolutely choose to change our thoughts, and that's going to lead to much better results and eventually lead to the success and the fulfillment of our dreams. Thank you so much for watching. Please share this video with your friends and family, because it's by changing ourselves that we can change the world. Have an awesome day.